Welcome to Unique Physics Tutor. In today's class, we are going to look at this simple question. It states, using precedence rule, simplify 3 multiplied by, bracket opens, 4 minus 2, bracket opens again, 5 minus 10, multiplied by 3, divided by 2. The brackets close. Here, we have the ones in the bracket. The small bracket inside, we are going to work on it first. And working on it, you have to use this precedence rule. Recall a nomenclature called BODMAS. BODMAS. Where B stands for brackets, O stands for order, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction. Remember that B, bracket and order go together. Division and multiplication go together. Addition and subtraction go together. Now, in solving using precedence rule, you have to solve from left to right. You solve from left to right. See the way the arrow goes? You solve from left to right. That is to say, let us solve the ones in the bracket first, so that I will explain to you what I mean by saying solving from left to right. Now we have 3 multiplied by, bracket opens, 4 minus 2, bracket opens again, then we have 5. Now, since we are solving the small bracket first, here we have negative 10 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. You see that here, using this BODMAS, division and multiplication go together. And when you find them in any question, you have to check the one that comes first. Here, if you look at here now, negative 10 multiplied by 3 came before division. That is to say, multiplication here now, in this regard, came before division. When you are solving from left to right, so you must have to solve multiplication before you solve division. The reason being that multiplication came before division. From the left to the right. If you are moving from the left, look at from the left, you will see multiplication before you now see division. Since multiplication and division, they go together, then you check and take the one that came before. Here, multiplication came before division. So you are going to now multiply negative 10 by 3. So negative 10 multiplied by 3, you are going to have negative 30. You have negative 30. Then you now write divided by 2. You are still working on the bracket. So we have 3 multiplied by 4 minus 2, bracket opens, 5. Here, looking at the small bracket also, you will see that division is now here. You now have negative 30 divided by 2. Now you can now work on division because there's no longer multiplication. You can now work on division following the BODMAS rule. So it's now going to be negative 30 divided by 2. You're going to have negative 15. You close the bracket. Then you repeat the numbers. 3 multiplied by, we have 4 minus 2. Then bracket opens. Here we now have 5 minus 15. When you subtract 15 from 5, you are going to get negative 10. You close your bracket. So you also repeat the same thing. We have 3 multiplied by bracket opens 4. Here, you're not going to have subtraction now. -2 multiplied by -10. That is what? Multiplication. So -2, this multiplied by -10. You are going to have +20. You will have +20. Reason being that when you have negative, you have positive. Okay, let's go ahead. So we have 3 multiplied by, we have our bracket, 4 plus 20. We are going to have 24. Then our final answer will now be 3 multiplied by 24, which will give us 72. Let's move down to the next question. Using precedence rule, simplify 40 plus 5 divided by bracket open 6 minus 5 multiplied by 7 brackets closes multiplied by 20. So also remember the rule, BODMAS. Now let's repeat the numbers. We have 40 plus 5 divided by brackets opens 6 minus 5x. 6 minus 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 20. Here, remember the rule, you have to solve from left to right. And first of all, we are going to look at bracket, the ones in the bracket. So the ones in the bracket, that's what we are going to look at now. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 40 plus 5 divided by the ones in the bracket. Here, multiplication is in the bracket, so it comes before subtraction. So we're going to have -5 multiplied by 7. We have 6 minus 35. -5 multiplied by 7 will give you -35. Then multiplied by 20. So let's go ahead. 40 plus 5, then divided by, bracket opens, 6 minus 35. 6 minus 35, we are going to get -29. -29. 6 minus 35 give us -29. Then multiplied by 20. So we're going to have plus 5 divided by -29. We're going to have -5 divided by 29. Then multiplied by 20. So when we do that, we now have 40 -5 multiplied by 20. We are now going to have -100. Then you now divide by 29. When you do that, this will now be equals to, you take your LCM. This 40, you can also write it as 40 over 1. Then taking the LCM, the SM will become 29. Then one person sharing 29 will get 29. Then 29 multiplied by 40, you are going to get 1,160. Then 29 going into 29, you're going to get 1. Then 1 multiplied by negative 100, we are going to have negative 100. So here, 1160 minus 100. 1160 minus 100, you are going to get 1060. So this will be equals to 1060 divided by 29. Divided by 29. So this becomes your final answer. If you like, you can also keep it in decimal. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, The Unique Physics Tutor. And if you find this video interesting, please share with your friends and also subscribe. Thank you. See you in the next class.